Thank you guys for tuning in. The secret sauce for today is every champion was once a contender that decided not to give up. Do not stop fighting. On the docket today, NFT sales are down across the board. John Deaton accuses the SEC of causing about $15 billion in losses across the crypto space. Coinbase launches a $6 million creator legal defense fund. We are here for it. And if you are not familiar with this, put this on your radar. It is called the Hero browser, and they are changing the game. It is a privacy browser with crypto integration, and it is a game changer. Hedera has decided to contribute their code base to the Linux Foundation to support the Project Hero. And Peter Thiel warns of a U.S. recession. Do you have your pants buttoned? Andreessen Horowitz, they announce a new crypto startup accelerator cohort, and the Fed rate decision anticipated for tomorrow with potential 25 to 50 basis point cut. Is it going to set the market ablaze? Janus Henderson partners with Alimony Limited for blockchain treasury fund, and CZ will be released on September 29th, 2024. Top Binance traders show super bearish sentiment on Bitcoin as they are hedging their bets, and Worldcoin's World ID is now available and authenticatable on Solana. Digital Chamber urges support for NFT Act to classify some NFTs as consumer products, and Vitalik Buterin and Travis King debate crypto industry maturity, and Solana Breakpoint 2024 is literally sold out. We are here for it. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Tuesday, September 17th, and it is time for some rare bits. Today, the crypto greed and fear index came in at a 33. We are down 6 degrees in that fear zone. Total crypto market cap is up about 4%, while the 24-hour volume has decreased about 5.75%. Bitcoin dominance, it is up. ETH dominance has slid over the last 24 hours. The top crypto search term for the normies is SUI. It is up 26% on the 7-day. We have 49 days until the election. And before we get into some more news, let us check some numbers for the nerds. And what a beautiful heat map that is. We will absolutely take it. Having a late coffee horn because a buddy of mine is in town, and we are going to go to Comedy Mothership tonight. So I am stoked for that. Looking at the heat map, it is absolutely spectacular. Bitcoin trading at $61,002, up 5.5% on the day. Ethereum trading at $2,364. BNB at $550. Salamis at $133. Salamis is up 2%. BNB up 3%. Ethereum up 3%. The big mover at the moment is the father Bitcoin. As far as some of my favorite picks, let's see who's doing the best on the app. Let's see who's doing the best on the day. We have SUI up 10.5% on the day. Phantom, that was my call for yesterday. It is up 9.2% on the day. Mumu back in the mix, 8% up. Near Protocol coming in at 7.7%. Mogcoin stirring up dust again. Are they reversing that pattern? Coming in at 5.6%, and Brett on the move at 5.1%. And I put out a video earlier today on X. If you haven't seen it, please check it out on the Say ecosystem. Is it the next Solana? I think it is. They are making strides. Just wait to see what they have in store. Looking at some of the liquidations over the last 24 hours, we're looking at about $1.5 million. It's a decrease of about $8.5 million in the last 20% down over the last 24 hours. We will take it. DEX volume, total volume is coming in at $3.87 billion. It is a weekly change of a negative 20%. And this is a great metric. I look at this sometimes. It is blockchaincenter.net. Feel free to check it out. I believe it is a German company, but they have some great analytics. The metric that I look at is it Bitcoin season or altcoin season? And we have seen this metric move. It is nice. We are getting a little closer to altcoin season. When we are in full altcoin port season, it will be ecstatic. You will see the market. You will see the difference. You will see the number of people in the market. It will seem like it's double the participants that we have now. Now, there are participants who've gone quiet, who are just quietly on the sidelines. Not only do those people come back, their friends and family members come back. So we are waiting for just that. Looking at some of the popular searches and visits on CryptoRank, X-Link. This is a token. What are we looking at? It's up 204% in the last 7 days. It's all happened in the last 24 hours. We want to actually kick this. Yeah, so we are on the 24-hour. That's why. So this thing has been absolutely flying. Something called Baby Dogecoin is up 120%. Nervos Network, CKB, this was on one of my calls about a week ago. It is up 81%. It is nice to see this thing moving. Sui is up 25%. Celestia up 22%. Now, some of the most visited coins in the last 7 days. I always look at this because sometimes people have time to do research that I can't. This covered such a wide swath. So the top 5 movers at the moment: FB, Fractal Bitcoin, Sui, Celestia, IONET, and Layer Zero. All of these have been topics of discussion in my Substack through the last 6 months. They are all starting to get ready to get in the driver's seat and delivering that peak performance we are hoping they do. Looking at top meme coin tokens by market capitalization. At the moment, everything is in the green. Bonk is up 2%, Brett 6%, Floki up 3.9%, Pepe kicking up 5.12%, Whiff wearing the hat at 5.33%, Shiba Inu, the army's back, 2.54%. They will take anything they can get, and Popcat, 6.78% in the last hour. First Nero on Ethereum, it is up 29%. Now, if you are a trader and interested in trading quick chart patterns, sometimes you can pop in on these coins for 15 minutes and get in and get out. I am not saying to do that, but some of these are easy layups because the momentum, when we shift from the US to different cultures and different continents, that starts to wake up when the United States goes to sleep. There's this arbitrage opportunity, especially with coins that we are seeing moving. Some of these coins will move. In Japan, they're asleep. When they wake up, they're also going to see what's moving and start to buy in. So sometimes you can play that game. It is an interesting game to play. We are checking in on the poly market. This is almost one of our news sources that just delivers what people are betting on, but it is also where the attention is going. So will Israel claim responsibility for the Hezbollah pager attacks? There have been pagers that are blowing up. We're going to touch on that. U.S. evacuates Beirut embassy. Diddy released from custody. Will Nikki Haley endorse Kamala Harris? Oh my goodness. Will unemployment rate over 4.2%? There is so much going on. Some of the top moving coins this morning: Pepe Coin Drift, fellas, Baby Doge, Saga. So let's just look at this real quick. So this morning at 5:30 a.m. Central Time, Baby Doge was up 13%. Now, if we look at what Baby Dogecoin, okay, so now it's down 4.4%. Okay, so whatever. Just goes to show it is a volatile market. So something that was up, now it's down. Possibly that was the reverse. Possibly that was let's say, a trader in Japan that decided to sell as the U.S. woke up. So there is this arbitrage that you have to watch both ways. That could be a really good example of it. Say is down, it's great. Like looking at these things, all of these things have since flipped around this morning. Say is actually up 6%. So it's actually come up. It's done a nice little trip today. Say is actually up 4.4% on the day. So this morning it was down 4.9%. So it's nice to see that 8% turnaround. I put this stat out every morning. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Today, the polls are coming in at 49% for Donald Trump being in the White House, 50% for Kamala Harris. Bitcoin was priced at $59,100. It was basically trading flat from the previous 24 hours, though we have had a spike in Bitcoin today. Looking at a news section I put in my Substack called "What the Fuck is Happening Today?" Former President Donald Trump faced an assassination attempt while golfing in Florida. The suspect, Ray Ralph, was arrested after shots were fired. Trump resumed campaigning, blaming the incident on divisive politics and rhetoric from his opponents. We have Sean Diddy Combs. He has been arrested on a slew of charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping. The federal indictment follows a grand jury investigation alleging that he is abusive, exploitive, and not a good dude. What are you going to do? And in Lebanon, a series of pager explosions injure over 1,000 people, mostly Hezbollah members, with multiple fatalities. Hezbollah blames Israel for the blast, raising concerns about security breaches and new tactics in regional conflicts. Was there a pager sale that was filled with explosives? And that is how they did this. Did they infect the supply of pagers going to this part of the world? I would love to know more information on this developing story. Next up, we have the market awaiting a federal rate decision with a potential rate cut of 25 to 50 BPS, is known as basis points. Analysts are divided with concerns over possible recession fears. As we said, people are saying a recession is coming. Now, Bitcoin's price movement remains closely watched as it is still linked to traditional assets. Now, seeing the Bitcoin price pump up today, does that mean that there's inside news that the rate cuts will not be as severe as we think they might have been? So this 50 BPS cuts by JP Morgan, that is what they predicted. I wonder if this has changed over the last 24 hours. It is going to be interesting to see where this plays out in the morning. If you are interested, leave a comment and let me know. Do you think we're going to have a 25 or 50 point rate cut coming out after the meeting tomorrow morning? Former Binance CEO CZ is set to be released from the Hooskow on September 29th, 2024, according to the U.S. Federal Bureau of Prisons. CZ stepped down as the CEO of Binance in November as he pled guilty to violating anti-money laundering regulations. He is serving his sentence in LBC, known as Long Beach, California. CZ stated that he will remain a passive crypto investor because he's fucking loaded, and he emphasized compliance and importance from his cell, aka the Hooskow. CZ, we can't wait for you to get out and send the market ablaze. Now, I look at a lot of things. There are some top Binance traders, and they are showing some bearish sentiment on Bitcoin, with 51.41% shorting Bitcoin despite its recent recovery. Now that this is over 61K, people are possibly getting liquidated. So I can't wait to see the liquidation volumes tomorrow, because we have definitely had a market turnaround. People were anticipating the 50 BPS rate cut, which is going to drive the crypto price down. If we get a 25 BPS cut, things could absolutely skyrocket. So that could be the initiative we need. There could be other news coming down the pike that is favorable to the economic ecosystem. I will have to check on that, and I will do that first thing in my Substack tomorrow morning. Economist Peter Schiff, he's one crazy motherfucker. He says that Bitcoin could drop to $15,000. So if he is advising you on your Bitcoin strategy, I would fire him personally. We have Worldcoin ID have just decided to facilitate things on the Solana ecosystem. How are they doing that? With the magical folks over at Wormhole that makes so many things possible for interoperability. These guys are developing tools for humanity. The World ID, it verifies your uniqueness via your iris scan. Having this shit run on Solana makes me so happy. Now, also keep in mind that Worldcoin has just dealt with a bunch of shit throughout their entire ecosystem with privacy concerns. Some countries that are underdeveloped go absolutely apeshit bananas when they're like, you're doing what? Because the concepts are not super easy to understand. But I am a fan of what they're doing. It is a part of our life. Whether you are in favor of it or not, it is here to stay. Former President Donald Trump credited the success of his NFT projects for his change in the crypto sentiment that he is now embracing. I call this taking the pill. All you have to do is talk and learn about crypto. In my view, it takes exactly 35 hours of study to understand what is happening in this ecosystem. That's it. Once you do, you will be converted. You will understand that it answers so many of the problems that we face in so many areas of life. Seeing people turn the corner and become pro-crypto makes me super happy. Previously, Trump was skeptical of Bitcoin, but his views shifted after seeing the enthusiasm his supporters have brought to the table. His whole family's involved. We are here for it. He's got a bunch of stuff going on. He had an absolutely brilliant interview with Farouk yesterday. So if you did not catch it, it is on the X platform. Now, Digital Chamber is urging U.S. crypto users to support the New Frontiers in Technology Act. It is called the NFT Act. It aims to classify some NFTs as consumer products rather than securities. Wouldn't that be great? This would exempt them from federal security laws protecting NFTs and keep them as collectibles, which is what we want. The act also calls for a study on NFTs by the U.S. Comptroller General amid recent SEC actions against NFT platforms. Keep this in mind, NFT lovers, that if Trump gets into the White House, some of these astronomical claims that the SEC is making against NFTs will go out the window. This year's Burning Man Festival could not sell out, but Breakpoint did. The Solana Breakpoint 2024 event organized by the Solana Foundation in Singapore has sold out its online tickets to September 19th through the 21st. A few tickets might still be available if you are a KOL, but players like Circle and Crypto.com all got involved in sponsoring the event. It is absolutely bullish for Solana's price. Usually we see a surge after these events. Breakpoint has always delivered some pizzazz, so we are absolutely here for it, so we could get Jakey to stop taking fucking selfies. There are some super notable coins that I am watching, like Jupiter, Jito, and Camino. All of this is benefiting from the network's growing adoption. If you are still craving crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack. Warning, rare bits may cause hodling.